It's not important how much money you make, but it is important to make a lot of money and make sure that you constantly keep trying to make more money because of the person that you become as a result of making that money. So you're about to see in this video a transformation of a client. This is a live hypnosis session. It was in person. I don't typically do my hypnosis sessions in person. Normally I just do them via Zoom because Zoom is great and it's literally the exact same. Most of my clients are in different places, but for this client I said, hey, let's do an in-person session. And you're going to see a hypnosis live here right now in this video. And you're going to see a huge transformation. From when he came in the door, he was very, very worried about hiring the right person, about having someone in his business that could take over and do a job just as good as him. And that was his bottleneck. He's an agency owner. He's making about 60K a month when he started this. And then you should see the transformation he made. Where would you say you were at the start of the session with like, the main thing we kind of worked on was the attachment, right?
Yeah.
To like maybe not feeling comfortable to hire certain people. What would that be at the start if you were to rank it out of 10 before we did the hypnosis?
I think that was at a 9. Like it was a very hard kind of contemplation. But then I think now it's almost down to like I know that I have to do it, and I'm comfortable doing it.
Like you'll see by the end of the hypnosis, the way he's talking, the way he's showing up, and also what we did during the hypnosis session. And yeah, I'm just going to play the video.
So it was like, I think I need to entrust this responsibility that I'm taking up to somebody else. I think it's something I was already quite familiar with that I needed to do. And I think, yeah, that was a problem. The real cause of the problem was probably because of my micromanagement. So it was more like I was a puppet master. Like I had a bunch of strings tied to my fingers and some of them getting entangled at times, which causes the strain. Mentally and emotionally, and then of course the solution was to kind of entrust this responsibility to somebody else so that I can actually, focus on greater goods.
So I'm going to do something very simple. Now all you have to do is just basically keep your head still, follow my finger, and as you follow my finger, I'm going to like grab your hand and then like you're going to be put into like a nice trance state.
Okay.
Very straightforward. Okay? And sleep. What I want to do is take you on a journey. A little relaxation journey. Maybe it could be a feeling in this image as well. Maybe it could give you a lightness in the chest, perhaps. You see this image. New quality that you know you can embody and that you want to embody. So when I do hypnosis with clients, I create massive transformation because I clear the emotional charge. What this means is, essentially, a lot of us have emotions and feelings that stop us from things. It's not always just the thoughts. It's normally the way that we feel and the way that, different things make us feel, different triggers. So when we clear that emotional charge, which I do in the session, I literally clear it completely. After the session, you don't have any of the same feelings that were holding you back. So whatever you decide to work on during the hypnosis session, it's cleared. Now, the way that I talk about hypnosis and the way that it's easiest to understand is that we get rid of something called your critical faculty. So when I put you in a trance or a hypnotic state, your critical faculty, it's the thing that's in your mind. The way I like to explain it to clients is you want to think of the subconscious mind like a nightclub, right? You might not go to the nightclub. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you're not like a clubbing kind of person. I'm definitely not, maybe back in the day. But essentially, like you've got a security guard at the front of the nightclub. That security guard stops and then also lets some people in. It filters out, right? Now, that's your critical faculty. It's something that's in your subconscious mind stopping you from getting into the nightclub. Now, the nightclub, you want to think of that as your subconscious mind. This is actually where, everything is stored. And as I've spoken about in other videos before, and it's a very well-known fact, 95% of the actions that we take are all ran by our unconscious mind, subconscious mind. So if 95% of our actions are ran by our subconscious mind, it's so important that we change the subconscious mind and rewire that into one that serves us for success. So that's what I do during the hypnosis. We get rid of the critical faculty, we remove the security guard at the nightclub so that any new positive suggestions just go straight into your subconscious mind. That's why I can do one hypnosis session and a client is completely changed. Like they've done a complete 180 from when they started. So when we work out what that thing is, when we identify what the core thing is that we really want to work on, then we create massive change. So for this client in particular, Yohan, 60K a month, roughly, agency owner. He works with some decent brands right now with his agency, but For him, the whole goal is to work with even bigger brands and to just keep scaling. But the main thing is like not feeling like he can't hire someone and not feeling like he can trust other people to take over his, you know, client facing role, because that's what he's spending most of his time on right now. And of course, you know, that's important when you're in the scaling stage, but when you're really trying to build a massive business, you need someone else to help you with the client facing stuff so that he can focus on the marketing, he can focus on other things to really scale the business and move the needle. But he was afraid. He was afraid that if he was to do it, there wouldn't be anyone that was as good as him. And yeah, you'll see in this video, like some of the changes that he makes. It's really, really special. I'm just gonna let the rest of the video play for now. You feel okay with it? Because you know that this can be corrected. You know that easily you can either find another person that's gonna be great, or you can just give them the training necessary to fix it. That all of these changes have been made at the unconscious level without force, without you needing to necessarily do much. They happen unconsciously at a level where it doesn't feel difficult anymore. Wide awake and you can feel revived. Hi.
Hello. Felt good.
Good. How did you find it?
Very nice, very nice. I think it's just given me a lot more clarity on what I need to do, and yeah, can't wait to just put this into action and see what happens.
Yeah, you look excited to go.
I am. Let's put this.
I'll let you go there. So you just saw in this video, Yohan just spoke about it. He's now ready to hire the perfect person. Before he came into the room, he wasn't. He wasn't 100% sold on doing it. There's a lot of things holding him back: anxiety, different feelings, you know, tight feelings in his chest, just overall emotions that just don't make it feel comfortable for him to make that growth. Now, he updated me just literally the other day, and I can maybe even attach like a screenshot or something of this. But he actually said to me, he reached out to 2 new applicants, and he's already got 2 applicants that he's in the very final interview stages of hiring someone, and he's almost chosen the perfect candidate.
I feel like I'm convinced I need to hire somebody.
So this is massive, massive change. Now he's so confident that he can outsource to the right person. And yeah, I mean, his goal is 1.5 million a year, and he's gonna blow past that, because now we can actually focus on much bigger things. But what I actually really wanted to say was, in this message as well, our communication we had after our session, he just told me that he was now in the process of landing his biggest ever deal with TikTok. So he's actually partnering up with TikTok right now. And they're just doing like final touches on it to confirm everything fully. But he said he's in communication with them right now, and they're gonna be one of his clients for his agency. So, you know, like already massive change. Already from just trusting in the process, trusting in the fact that he can hire the right people, that he can, you know, believe in himself more. And he just says he has like unwavering confidence, like unwavering, you know, this feeling of just being very powerful. And that was what he really wanted to feel. And yeah, I feel so happy that like he's obviously made this change, and yeah, I can't wait to see even better things that he does in the future.